Okay, good afternoon again. Then today is our fourth day, so let's take this time as a time for us to express our progress, and if there is any blocker or any challenge, let's share each other. And if there are similar challenges or problems, the community is happy to help, and our tutors are there also. They will be helping you. So, who wants to start? Anyone who is willing to start? Okay, Joseph.
All right. Thank you. It has been great, and we have submitted both tasks and the interim report and the GitHub, the environment. But I come across with the grade. Does it, for example, in the future, do you consider the results add up to the final, or is it for this term only? The question is that, and thank you.
Okay. So for your information, for the grading part, we have the auto grader where you are able to resubmit and learn from the mistake that you have done earlier, and it will assist you to reach at least to be productive enough as much as you can with the help of this grader. But we have a human verification that will undergo to each of the submissions that you have submitted, and you will also have the human verification. So that means don't worry, you will get some comments from the AI and you will learn from it and you will fix it that to the final one. And as much as you can, try to make it more improved version of your report or your GitHub to submit on the final submission, because learning is not about getting 100 out of 100 on the first iteration, but it's about learning step by step. So, Girma.
Hello.
Girma, if you are okay.
Hello.
Hey, Girma.
Yeah. Did you hear
Hello.
me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. My challenge is on results. I successfully push on GitHub, but the result is I don't. And just some of my point is on interim is message is latest, but I submit on time. So it's not clear for me on grading system.
From the time from the time perspective, it's automatically, so no human involvement there. So if you submit on time, it should have to say it's on time. We believe that the system works well on that regard. But on the grading, this is for all. If there is any grading related question, I will answer at the end. But just for now, the grading is automatically graded, but we will verify by human tutors. So your grades will be reviewed. And for the final one, just try to take a note on these grades and these comments and try to improve yourself based on what's expected, what you need to do regarding to the task. So that will help you much more rather than getting 100 out of 100.
Okay.
Am I clear, Akma?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Abdi Fattah.
Can you hear me, please?
Can you hear us? Yes.
I am having issues with the GitHub. Hello, can you hear me?
You were breaking, but now I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. I am having issues with the GitHub. I made the required
Goes to
commits, but it says it's 0. So I don't know why it's 0, but my grading was 0 on the
Excuse
GitHub
me,
and the Git aspect.
Excuse me, Abdul Fattah.
Okay.
Hello? Can you hear me, Abdul Fattah? Better if you put your questions on the comment box. I will go through each and every comments there. So please write for us there. I will go to next, Bevan.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so submitting both of the challenge was good, and I've submitted both. But as my others have said, I was having problems with the AI. I mean, I've done everything, not everything, but at least half of it, but it still says 0. And now that you've said it can be graded, it's good. But how can we accept the feedbacks from the AI itself? I mean, if it says we haven't done the things we are supposed to do, but we actually did it, how can it help us?
So there will be feedbacks that will be written by tutors also. So you will take that one as well. And you know that to properly organize or to properly see, to properly do code organization stuff, there are some expectations that the grader can write. So you might take as a validation scheme for you, but tutors also will have written additional comments on the comment box. So they can edit, they can manage, rework on that, so you can check each feedbacks.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm Demikate.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, Manke, my question also on the grading part. Initially, I was submitted my GitHub repo. I think it's around Friday. Then it was give me some recommendation and actually some grade. But the final day was yesterday. I have updated additional thing and I changed the code structure and other things. But whenever re-upload that URL, the grading is stays there and the comments also there. Nothing is changed. So my question is, should we push or should we paste our URL at its final stage, or we can change it every time, or the AI detects the changes and change the grade and the comments by itself? Because I didn't see.
Okay, if you face challenge with regarding to the resubmission, we will pass it to the technical team that will take a look and what's wrong with your submission. Rather than that, the resubmission is for you to learn from the past mistakes that you have done and to improve. So as you have said, if there is any technical glitch there, where we will.
Yeah, I mean, since we are working on the same repo, the URL is not changing. Whenever we change everything to every changes, we commit our changes every time. It should be recalculated and reevaluated. The comment and the grade should be reflect the last work of ours, right?
Oh, just to add on that, it doesn't take the time that you have spent after the interim period, so it's time bounded. So you need to submit on the dedicated time for the interim. So if you have made a change within that time bound, it will check. If not, why it's not checking, we can see and we can check it from our side. But rather than that, the tasks that are done after the submission period will be considered as your final submission, not as the entry.
Yeah, I mean, my question was for the interim. All of my question raised before the deadline of interim submission. That's why it was take the Friday submission, but many changes made till Sunday. So that's why I just asked.
Let's get back to you with that regard then.
Okay.
Okay, you know.
Hello, Rahmat. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, okay. My question is, almost everyone said that they're making the issues on the grading system, and I had also we are supposed to do task 1 and task 2 for the GitHub. For the task hub, we have done to the initialization of the GitHub, and also for task 2, our approach for profiling, cleaning, and ADA. So I have done all the tasks accordingly, according to the challenge document. But as all of them said, the grading system is not work like that. We had done the tasks according to the challenge document, but the grading system is not as effective as we do. I believe I didn't get enough grading for the work I have done. So if there is any validation criteria for the AI that used to assess our GitHub repo, could you share us to simply go with that and to get good grading for the grading system by the AI? This is my question. Thank you.
Okay, for everyone, if it is a grading related questions, let's keep it ahead, and we will, as I have told you, we will review the submissions, please, as much as you can. If there is grading related issue, let's take it aside. Matasabih?
Okay, thank you. Actually, I don't have any other question. I also don't have a question on the grading part, but I would ask if I can get some kind of reporting format used on Medium. So I submitted a PDF format for the reporting part, for the intern reports. So can I change the reporting format for the next final submission? Like, can I use Medium and put the link for the final report submission? Or do I have to use the same reporting format I have used earlier?
So do you want to post the report on the Medium and you want to share the Medium link?
Yeah, I want to improve
Yeah,
that for
that's
the
possible.
final submission.
That's possible for the final.
Okay, so I can use both, right? I can also
Yes, you
use
can
a
use
PDF
either
one.
PDF or Medium post.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Just be in mind that rather than Medium, we don't accept any other links.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you. Mukhtar?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. My question is, when you try to submit or try to do the task that's specified on the document, are we going to use the same GitHub repository or different GitHub repository for each task? That's my question.
So for GitHub repositories, you are expected to have one GitHub repository for 1 week. So that means since we are in week 0, you are expected to have one GitHub repository. All the tasks should have to have their own branch, and you can merge those branches into the main and you can submit. So
Yeah. But
shortly, my answer would be one GitHub repository.
Okay, so when you try to merge with the main, so the previous one, the task is as specified, you have to done this, commit one, this one, and when you try to merge it, there will be modification on that. So there is no problem with that, right?
Yes, first you will set up the GitHub, then you have gone to the task 1, then you have to create XYZ branch, set up branch, then you will add your things, the readme git ignore there, and you can merge it to main. Then you can start from that by cloning the main branch to do the second task. That means the setup task 1 will be your main entry point for the second task. So
Okay, I
it's
get it.
chaining.
So on the assignment part, there is mentioned 5 assignments that they are going to submit, but what is the difference on the interim submission and the difference?
So interim submission is more about your progress. So we want to track. We don't want to leave you alone to do the tasks, but we want to help you throughout this process. Whenever you know that there is submission, you will think of something and you will try to at least submit some progress on what's asked. And if you have given the whole week without any submission, you might not be delivering the expected tasks within the given time frame because it doesn't have a certain deadline or something. So we want to track you, and also we want to help you with that regard.
So this is the tracking link, not the final one link, right?
Yes, are you on track to submit the final submission? This is a gauge that we can see you, and we can predict that this guy will complete this task, this guy will not complete. So if you need follow-up, we will follow up on that. Okay, then Kerry.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, my question is
What's
on
your
the
full name first? What's your full name first?
Okay, Kimber.
Okay. Go ahead with the question.
So my question is on the feedback which is given by AI. I mean that should we have to improve depending on the feedback and resubmit it on the interim, or shall we continue with that and modify the feedback on the final submission?
Just for the interim one, since the deadline is already passed, so you can go work to the final, and you can consider those things to be added on your final submission.
Okay, thank you for your response.
Okay. Masman?
Hi, thank you for the chance. My question is, I want to know how do you track our attendance on the stand-up? because from my dashboard on 10x platform, it says 0 attendance on my stand-up meeting. But I
Okay.
attend. Yeah.
Regarding to the stand-up and the Slack participation, it will be updated on weekly basis. So when you complete your week, that means starting from the training period, starting from last Thursday to this Wednesday. So once you have done and you have participated on all of the stand-up, the tutorial session plus all of the communication under the Slack, then we will have a system that will extract all those engagements that you had with the systems, including this one. That's why we insist you to use the same email as you have used for the registration, and to log into Slack also it's the same, and it will be compiled and analyzed and reported back to dashboard once you complete the week. So it's not on day-by-day basis, so it's on week-by-week basis.
Okay, by the way, by mistake, I have 2 emails on my phone, and sometimes I may attend with the other my email.
Yeah, that makes it a bit difficult because we know you only with the registration email that you have sent to us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Samacho.
Okay, thank you. I have one question related to the passing point. Means I want to know if there is a passing grade or score set by you, 10x. But I mean, how much should I score to proceed to the next week's challenge? Or there is no passing point set as long as I complete the challenge? Okay.
It depends on the class. So we will use the scale method. If someone have done better, and you are expected to have more on that one regarding to the class. So basically, we didn't set anything for now, but once you all have submitted your submissions, we will have a cutoff point based on by seeing the distribution and by seeing the data of the class that we have.
Okay.
So you are expected to do more than completing the challenge. Mohammed?
Okay, thank you. So my question is on the interim submission feedback. I have submitted both, and I have gotten the AI feedback, but I've only understood on the report. I've understood what I have to do for the final submission, but for the GitHub, for the GitHub submission, the feedback it gave me, I did not understand it very well. So when we get the human feedback, would it be detailed, or would it be just like the AI and it would be short? Or do we get, like, how can we improve, like step by step or something detailed?
Question regarding to the grade. Hello?
You are
Can you
breaking,
hear me?
Mohammed.
Ahmed, I am Mahlet, and if you are hearing me, let me start explaining. Mohammed, if you have any and you will receive additional explanation on what's to be, what does it mean in terms of the submission comment. And in addition to that, we have the assistant that can assist you on how to complete the task and what to do next, what's on what you have done so far. You can ask the assistant as well, because she knows the marking rubrics plus your challenge document. She can assist you well on that regard also. Okay, Dagmite. Dagmite, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Marek. I think Ramet is breaking.
Yeah, I think she have a connection issue.
So let me say something about the one task that's on the time management. I think it's gonna submit on the next Wednesday. If you have any idea about that, please could you give me some idea?
And I don't think I have idea. I'm student.
Okay, someone who has any idea about that?
Or anyone who was managed to do the time management project. I think they are silent. Is there anyone who done on the time management assessment?
They added to your members. Maybe it would be interesting. Wow, this is the video.
I lost my connection, but let's proceed. I think we were stopped at Dagmite's question. Dagmite, are you there? Okay, go ahead, Johan. Since we are running out of time, let's be short as much as we can. Okay, go ahead.
Can I proceed?
Yes.
When you were out, I was asking my peers to clarify on the task that's on the time management that's gonna submit to the next Wednesday. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. If you have any idea about that, just give me some idea about that. What I need to submit.
Okay, what you need to submit. Emilian, are you there?
The one that is gonna submit it on the next Wednesday. The title on time management, I think.
I know that. I can understand that. So what's expected from you to deliver on the time management is you have it's a scenario based, so you have attended a stand-up meeting and that asks the following 15 tasks, and for those 15 tasks you have to choose 11 tasks that have priority, high priority, medium priority, and low priority. Then you will explain why you select them, and you will write a plan on that one, and you will create a Google Calendar for those 11 tasks, allocating a specific time frame for each, and having in mind that your time is from morning 8 to 11. So if you check the challenge document, it will give directs you to compile a report from 3 to 5 well-written 5-page well-written reports that tells why you select those 11 tasks, and your screenshot from the Google Calendar that you have allocated or properly assigned the tasks into that time slot, and for the remaining 5 tasks, why you didn't choose them, and what's the strategy you have used for this time management tutorial.
Okay, thank you.
It's more about just knowing that there is a problem and you are trying to address that problem in terms of this management perspective. So if you have any question, you can also write to Slack and further clarification will be given. Okay, any other question? If not, let me go back to the comment box. I think I have missed some of them, but if you write, sorry for that, but can you paste it here? I couldn't find the earlier ones. So the portal is properly tracking attendance. As I have explained earlier, then the attendance will be updated on weekly basis. So expect them to be on what you call it, the end of this week. That means Wednesday. So I can see the details of the task on the dashboard under modules. So for the dashboard, since it is optional, we are not expecting something magical from that. But if you have done it, it's much better. If you don't, it doesn't have any additional point. What's the difference between in-stream submission and final submission? In-stream is more about a gauge for you, like to keep you on track to submit the final ones. That's why we use in-stream. So ultimately, you are required to submit both the in-stream and the final submission, because we need to see if you need additional support or additional follow-up. We will follow up on that. It's not just to ask to make announcement or other details. Fevan, your question is not clear. Can you elaborate on that? Yes, if you want to update your work, you are able to be regraded. But as I have told you earlier, we have a time frame for the interim and for the final. If you have resubmitted on that time frame, it will automatically cut your change, and your new change will be reflected to your grade. PDF docs, not slides, PDF, right? This is about for the non-technical. We want PDF document which contains at least 3 to 5 pages. So it's a report like structure, not a slide. Any other question or which I missed? Maybe Barakat, if you are there, you can test for me. Any question or any blocker or any challenge that you are facing now to submit? Are you on track to submit the final submission? This is my last question. I will not take more than 3 minutes. So if you can summarize your opinion here in the comment box, as well as if you are able to unmute and tell me, are you on track to submit the final? Yes, thank you. Okay, how can I access the comment for my submission? You have the assistant on the submission portal. You have the submission and also the assistant tab. So you will take the assistant to get feedback on what you have submitted before submitting the actual submission. So I submitted the final Git repository on the portal. Did I run the ranking change after the final submission date? If you have made any edits, you need to resubmit. So you need to resubmit for that to be the grade to be reflected to your the new change. Up to 4 attempts will be allowed, so you can use that one. UL. Yeah, since I think in this development environment, you need to be active on these communication channels, because since this is a remote thing, so everyone needs to interact, needs to show their engagement in Slack. It's essential, and you need to have this habit as well for your future career development. So I will encourage you to write more on Slack channel. Hey, Jala, you can unmute and talk.
Good afternoon. I have registered with my Hotmail account to the portal, but I'm using my Gmail for the meeting and the whole communication here. So how can the system can track my attendance?
It will become much difficult for us because we know you only with the email that you have registered with us on the system. So I think that will be much more. I can say it leads us to incorrect information, because we want to use the attendance that you have joined in with your other account.
Yeah, plus I have used the same name for all platforms, but I can't access the Google Meet without Gmail account. That's why I have used my Gmail account.
Maybe if there is something that we can fix, we can try to solve to resolve that at the end. Just you can DM for me and I will note it down.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Thank you. So on the other side, on the 10x portal, attendance tracking, attendance communication tracking will be performed weekly basis. So you need to see that after the week 0 completion. So data comparison, thank you. You are working on the task 3. And how many candidates do you accept? It depends on your engagement, and it depends on the scores that you've gained after this week 0. So we don't have any limitation for that, but we want you to work well on each of the tasks that are given. And do we need to attend the daily stand-ups? If no questions, that's good. You don't know, you might not need, but you might help someone else who get or who are facing the same challenge. So if you join the stand-up and here and try to help out others, that would be much better, because let's say you are facing this Python environment error, and someone is also saying that I get this error and you have solved it earlier, so that will make it much easier for them to follow up the step that you have followed and to know that you have already overcome that error, and they can DM you. And this is like a check-in session for us. So please, as much as you can try to join. If I don't get it wrong, earlier submission will give 20 bonus. Yes. If you submit on time, you will get 20% additional point. Changing on the Google Doc will not change your grade, because you need to resubmit it again to initiate grading. So whenever you have some change on the document, you need to resubmit. So any other question? If not, let's wrap up it here, and thank you everyone for joining. I hope we are in track to submit the final submission, and good luck for your other tasks. Have a good day. Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.